Good morning everyone, today we're checking out a brand new video from Pokedex Filler. Well, can he create better Mega Evolutions than the official ones by Nintendo? Let's hop in and see what he's able to create today with his amazing artists.
I want a rematch, Nintendo! Last time I redesigned every Mega Evolution in Pokemon Legends ZA without seeing the real ones first. You all voted that I only beat Nintendo about half the time. But the brand new Mega Dimensions DLC is the perfect tiebreaker. So I have a list of every Pokemon that got a new Mega Evolution, none of which I've seen. And I'm going to go through this list and make designs for what I think their Mega Evolution should look like. Then react to the real version for the first time to decide once and for all who did better, me or Nintendo.
Let's get
into it. I think we can all agree that Darkrai getting a Mega Evolution is the coolest thing ever. For my version, we decided to give it this sick built-in scythe arm and protective hood to give it more of like an agile Grim Reaper theme. Basically, I just wanted it to feel like a dream assassin. And here's the real version. Again, I haven't seen any of these yet. I haven't played the DLC yet, so I could make this video. But here it is. My expectations are high. That is not what I expected.
Yeah, it's a giant
sequence where the head popped out of the body kind of disturbed me. It's definitely super creepy. Maybe there's some sort of lore reason, but I don't know why they shaped it this way. It kind of looks like a bird. I think Nintendo's version leans more into the nightmarish horror aspect of Darkrai. My version is safer and just tries to be cool. And while I think it's close, I'm gonna give myself the win on this one.
I agree.
Getting a Mega Evolution is something I did not expect. And for my version, we went full into the
Oh, look at that! That is actually great! Nintendo, you missed out! Like, this is wonderful than what we actually got.
Aspect of the Pokemon, as the three versions of Tatsugiri have teamed up to create their own Dondozo out of pure water, which they pilot from the mouth and eye.
The way they actually could have also done this with it is like whatever form you actually have like out on the field that goes Mega could be the one in the mouth.
It's sort of like they're piloting their own battleship. And here's the real version. I have absolutely no idea what to expect. It looks like they're Mega evolving the stretchy version. I wonder if that has any impact. Is that a serving tray? Yes, it looks like they are literally on a serving tray shaped like the Mega Evolution symbol. You know, I want to hate, but that's actually a really clever reference to a plate of nigiri, and it's kind of making me hungry. Nintendo's version is definitely funnier than mine, which I think actually fits the Pokemon better, so I'm gonna give them the win. Excalibur, a pseudo-legendary getting a Mega Evolution, that's real original. For my version, we gave it more of a dinosaur appearance and turned its large singular blades into 2 rows of blades, which are going down its back. Sort of like the spines of a Stegosaurus. And I'd like to imagine that when it uses the move Glaive Rush, it would like front flip into the opponent and slash them with all of its blades at once. And here's the real version. I'm hoping this one's good. Here it is. It doesn't look like too much is different. Okay, wait, the sword on the back is much larger and it's coming out of the front now as well. That's actually pretty cool. Well, I do think our version is...
look at it head on, you don't really see much of a difference. Look at it from the side, now you see a difference.
It's really cool. I think the real version makes more sense because it's got like the knight's helmet and a bigger blade have an Excalibur theme. So I'm gonna give this one to Nintendo. Okay, now it's time to work on Magearna. For my version, we put Magearna in a giant medieval castle-inspired mech suit and switched the color palette to the original Magearna color. Because with Magearna being a man-made Pokemon, I figured it'd be a cool idea to make its Mega Evolution look like it was given a man-made upgrade to its armor. Sort of like the Hulkbuster Iron Man suit. And now let's look at the original. I think there's a 0% chance they did the same thing as us. Yeah, that's a lot more down to earth, but they actually did do the original color palette as well. I know
they did do
that. Way over the top, but honestly, I love it, so I'm gonna give myself the win on this one. I actually have seen Zeraora's Mega Evolution already, and a couple memes where people are saying it looks like Luxray, which it absolutely does. So for my version, I avoided that by giving it more of a Hawaiian theme, as the fur on its shoulder has dropped to its waist, revealing a bunch of electric lines on its body.
You know, I don't know why, but I'm getting like young Goku training vibes from this. It's some shonen protagonist. I get that vibe, but I could not tell you for the life of me what anime he would be from.
Which are a reference to Polynesian tattoos. And because our version isn't Luxray, I think we win this one. Heatran is an awesome Pokemon. It's actually one of my favorites of all time. For my version, I wanted it to look even more tanky.
Did you really just give it a cannon? Okay, no, I'm sorry. I have to give this one to Nintendo. Oh, well, I do like Heatran as well. Giving it just a big gun on the back, unfortunately, does not do it.
So I increased its metal armor while also adding a giant lava cannon on top of its back, turning it into a literal tank. And here's the real version. I'm actually super excited for this one. That is a lot of mouth. I guess they had the same cannon idea, but out of the mouth. I'm pretty sure they got rid of the back legs, too. They traded in the back legs for more mouth. I don't know if I'm just being a hater, but I'm kind of sad about this one, so I'm going to give us the win.
I give it Nintendo.
Super cool Pokemon. This should be good. For my version, I went heavy into the samurai theme by turning those whisker things that has on its face and the plates on its back into a samurai helmet. And we even gave it built-in pincer blades that look like katana. Please be cool, please be cool, please be
Again,
cool.
Nintendo gets this one.
Yeah, that is sick. The
double
dark
the arms,
gray
double the
color.
legs.
This one's really good. The 4 arms too. This is amazing. Nintendo got this one for sure. It's
easy.
Glamora time. Let's go. For my version, I wanted it to resemble the crystals that you can find in Area 0, where you also find Glamora. Because not only is it already a rock type, but that crystalline shimmer it would get would look great in game, especially when it spread out its petals like this. Here's the real one. For some reason, I feel like this is gonna be lame. My expectations are low. The petals got a lot bigger and they're detached. I actually think that's pretty cool. I feel like it would have really good attack animations in the game because of that. This one's close. I like both, so I'm gonna call this one a tie. Okay, Scovelin, this upgrade seems super obvious to me. If it has a green pepper and a red pepper head, of course for our version we gave it a big yellow pepper head. We'll also
Unfortunately, there is no yellow pepper.
So giving it more of an overall draconic build. I'm gonna go ahead and predict that they did the exact same thing as us. These are about to look very similar. And no, actually, no yellow pepperhead, really? I'm actually very surprised by that. I think they're pretty similar, but come on, we needed another pepper, so I'm gonna give us the win. Crabominable is a very strange Pokemon. I did not expect it to get a Mega Evolution. For my version, I wanted it to go full Yeti mode.
So that would have actually been so great than what we actually got. Damn it, Nintendo.
Made it like 7 feet tall and gave it these huge front arms that are now much more ape-like, as well as super long hair that obscures its face and makes it look more scary. And here is the real version. I feel like this is either going to be super cool or super lame, no in between. That is actually very similar to what we did. Like, it's super tall with bigger arms and they even did the long hair. I think they're obviously too similar to pick, so I'm going to call this one a tie. I'm a bit nervous for Lucario. I know it has some dedicated fans. And I actually took a bit of a risk here because we went for this super defensive design. I figured since the Mega Lucario we have now is purely offensive, it makes sense to make the alternate version super bulky and lean more into the defensiveness of its steel typing. I'm actually a little anxious for this one. I hope it's not really good. That's definitely strange too. It kind of looks like Miku. Oh no, that probably made it so popular. Out of fear of angering the Lucario army, I'm gonna give this one to Nintendo. Raichu is another one I've seen. It was like the first to get revealed, so it was kind of impossible not to see it. For my version, I wanted to go all in on the Gorachu theme. If you don't know, Gorachu was a planned evolution to Raichu before they decided to make Pichu instead. And it was said to be more red and aggressive looking, so not only did we make ours more of a punk rock theme with this big mohawk, but we also gave it splitting tails with one big electric and one being on fire. That all being said, 2 is better than 1, so I think Nintendo wins this one. Golurk, I'm absolutely stoked this got a Mega Evolution. For my version, I wanted to focus on the rocket-powered aspect of Golurk by giving it these much wider hands and feet that look like the base of a spaceship that's about to launch off. We also gave it these shoulder cannons so it could fire giant volleys of energy at foes while it rocketed through the sky. And here is the real version. There's no way they messed this up right. It's just gotta be good. Okay, that is really cool. Yeah, Nintendo, you definitely got this one. Okay, I need a win here. Let's move on to Absol. For my version, I wanted it to be super scary as well as reference Absol's whole appearing before tragedy theme. So I gave it this jagged steel blade and jaguar design based on Aztec jaguar warriors because I wanted it to reference the thing where Aztecs would sacrifice people in order to prevent cosmic catastrophes. So maybe this version of Absol would be super evil and show up right before tragedies and try to take someone out in order to prevent it. Please be lame, please be lame, please be lame. Let's see this. No, it's awesome. And it's like a Dark Angel to contrast the original Mega Evolution. That is sick. You got it again,
pretty
Nintendo.
much.
Okay, hopefully we can break Nintendo's winning streak with Mega Chimecha.
Oh yeah,
My
you can
version,
easily
I
beat
actually
this.
wanted it to become part of a giant Japanese temple bell, with the Chimecha itself being the striker inside the bell. And I think this lets it have more of a bulkier look while still looking beautiful thanks to these long flowing ribbons. And here is the real version. I really have no idea what to expect, but I'm kind of hoping it's lame. We need a win.
Yeah, you did better.
That is Qingling's face. I don't know how I feel about that. I feel like that's just kind of random. Yeah, maybe I just don't get it, but I definitely prefer ours. And last but not least, we have Staraptor, which is actually one of my favorite Pokemon of all time. For my version, I always loved the fact that Staraptor could learn close combat and Brave Bird. That was always so cool. So I decided to make it a flying fighting type, while also turning the emo swoop it had into a spiraling Yakuza-themed hairdo. I'm a bit conflicted because I want to end on a win, but I also want Staraptor to get a good Mega Evolution, and that is good. It's just kind of solid, I guess.
Yeah, that's more than
Mega
good done.
Pidgeot. It's just a very simple upgrade. And I think because ours has a little bit more of an interesting design, I'm gonna give us the win. YouTube thinks that you like this video of some other Pokemon we've made, so if you like today's episode, make sure to go check out that. And let me know in the comments who you...
Alright everyone, that's going to be the end of today's video. I hope you all enjoyed this. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more. Link to the original will be in the description below, and I'll see all of you next time when we flick back on. Till then, this is Fox, signing out. Peace.